affordable because we do have 80,000 people in Atlanta who play tennis. So I think it will definitely go over. I'll put my coach's hat on here, and this was what I was initially very excited about. It's a ball machine in my eyes. You can do this in your garage. It's going to get you repetitions. If it simulates the feel of the ball and you work with your swing and then you partner with a swing vision that gives you immediate feedback on your swing, I think it's a slam dunk. So, and something Alex just brought up, if you can simulate that you're playing Wimbledon or you're at the US Open with the app and the feel like they're doing with golf courses to say, here you're playing, you're playing Augusta today. Well, here you are at the US Open. Here you are at the Aussie Open. I think that would be a creative coup as well, just to get people excited and because tennis never had that. Tennis, the big difference is between golf and tennis. Obviously, in tennis, you're playing directly against a competitor. Golf, you're playing a course. So everybody wants to go play a different course in tennis. In golf. In tennis, the lines don't change. The surface might change a little bit, but the dimensions don't. So there's not that novelty. But if you throw in this and say, okay, you're center court Wimbledon today, yeah, I do think I think we're moving in that direction. Like I said, coaching standpoint, I love it. It's the sooner we can make it affordable. That's what I've been attracted to when I first read about it.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So yeah, I'm glad that you're saying this, and I'm super positive and excited about it. So we're kind of coming out with two kind of main aspects and two features. So one is actually starting this virtual sport. So basically, as I was saying before, if I've got a headset, you've got a headset. If I win a lot of matches, we can start to formulate rankings. We can start to formulate different types of skills, and also really get into detail with some of these and bridge the gap between some of the limitations we have in training, in physical training, by really going into a lot of the data that you can track. So I can simulate and replicate or track some of the number of forehands I've hit, the number of forehands I've hit in, for example, how much spin and what my average spin is. Am I improving? Am I not? So that could be one aspect of those kind of different kind of, I guess, buckets you could go into with that virtual sport. And at the same time, we're releasing what's called immersive tennis lessons. And what I really want to try and do is expand and complement the tennis world. So I'm not really just focusing on tennis players, but also beginner players, to teach people how to play tennis from scratch and from anywhere in the world, and really make it quite accessible. We can have players from all types of genders play against each other, of course, but we also have wheelchair tennis players playing at the same time who are able to play against able-bodied players as well. So it's really, really quite inclusive. We're trying to make tennis and grow the sport at the same time. And finally, I just want to say, to add to your coaching aspect, we have a second feature, an add-on feature, that is technical analysis. Now, basically, when I was younger, I know when I was about 10, or that period between 10 and 18, I was obsessed with technique, really trying to get it correct. We'd spend hours and hours filming myself and then going back and watching and then analyzing again. And a month later or 3 months later, things had changed and I had grown, or something had just changed. I wasn't sure why. And it would take that whole 3-hour session again to track. So with technical analysis, basically what we're doing is tracking your technique. So frame by frame, every single stroke. And we are, one, providing an AI guidance. So working with tennis federations to produce coaching rules where it can help you either prevent injury, it can help you learn topspin, it can help you even simulate the pros. So we could try to get that data involved. And secondly, what we can do is essentially teach people how to play tennis, and you can also track that. So imagine if you a month ago wanted to see what was happening with your technique, and if you were doing something different, you can then keep that data within your profile and learn how to either simulate it or take the best of what you were doing before. So it's pretty fun.